gotta keep looking. There.
With the legacy of the Arkham series on the line, my favorite games of all time, by the way, and I'll make a future video about how much they truly mean to me, but there is absolutely, unequivocally, no possible room to fuck this up. And even more so now that Mr. Kevin Conroy, my Batman, our Batman for the past 30 years, is no longer with us. That just further, sets the stage for this game to not only be a graceful extension of the Arkham series, but almost like a little kiss on the cheek, if you know what I mean. And so you can understand a little bit more about how much this personally means to me, because I know, millions of other people are in the same boat as me, but it's my job to help you understand why this means so much to Gibson, me. So, as a young lad coming from Staten Island, New York, truth be told, my family didn't have all that much money, like many other families, of course. But ever since then, the escape that is gaming in and of itself was always present in my life ever since then. And having games to play with my sister and my dad was an absolute must. And so much so to the point where, picture this. Picture the dresser you probably have in your room right now that is full of clothes. For us, in the living room, we had that, but it was full of games, full of Blu-ray movies and PS3 games. So obviously we were a family that really enjoyed games, all of us except for my mom, or at least at that time, because she told me, she used to play real arcades on an actual cabinet like Pac-Man and all that shit. But yeah, man, we all play games, but that coupled with the fact that we didn't have all that much money for newer games, we would make sure to, download the demos for newer games. So we'd at least, have something fresh to play every now and then. Even if we only got to play 20 minutes of it, it'd still be something new to play. And one of the first demos I recall wanting to play myself was a game released in August of 2009, Batman Arkham Asylum.
Is now en route to Arkham Island.
Look at all this new security.
How's a guy supposed to break out of here?
Don't be a stranger.
He surrendered almost without a fight. I don't like it.
At least he's back where he belongs. Get up!
I set a trap, and you sprang it gloriously.
Now let's get this party started!
There's no escape, Joker.
I don't want to escape. I'm having way too much fun.
It's over, Joker.
Over? Why, my dear delusional Dark Knight, it hasn't even begun.
And honestly, that's where my pre-existing love for Batman flourished even more. So when the next installment, Batman Arkham City, came out, we were sure to do it right that time and get the Game of the Year edition, all the DLC. But all that and even more so, skipping to around these days, when I draw, I only really draw pictures of guess who? And when I'm drawing, do you want to guess what I'm listening to? It's usually the Arkham City score. And that's why I've always recognized the name Nick Arundel as the composer for the Arkham series, except for this one. So when I saw the reveal that Batman was actually going to be in the game, and I heard the little I shit you not, I almost cried, man. Almost. But beyond even that, the Arkham games really shaped the majority of my youth, not only as in how I view games now and what expectations I hold for games. It's obviously shaped my preference on games as well. That's why I'm not really the biggest fan of like an RPG system like Marvel's Avengers, like Gotham Knights, and now apparently Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And now looking back at it with an older mindset, it even further shows how much I literally cannot live without these games. These 4 games right here, yes, all of them, even this one. Like, I literally cannot imagine what my life would be like if these games didn't exist. And like, bro, even trying to put this shit into words for you to understand, it just doesn't do it justice. It really doesn't. But with all that out the way, let's get into the real shit. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Now let's all be honest and try and put our biases aside for a moment. The game does genuinely look good. But once the reality of the situation sets in, and if you're someone like me, you'll quickly realize the grave danger this game faces. And really my main gripes lie within 1, the clear missed opportunity for a Justice League Unlimited reunion, 2, the gameplay mechanics, and thirdly, the obvious time skip between Arkham Knight and this game, and which they've said to be around 5 years. And not only that, just the multiple issues to the canon that have arisen with the new sort of fresh layer of paint this game is putting over the Arkham series. So firstly, we got to hear what Wonder Woman will sound like, and I'm not exactly sure who the voice actor is, but I know it's not my Wonder Woman, because that title would belong to only Susan Eisenberg. And I'm not exactly sure why they couldn't get her to do the voice. Whether it was time constraints, seeing as the release of the game kept getting pushed back, or maybe, it was like the cast of JLU didn't feel as though they should be reprising their roles, seeing as though Kevin wasn't there. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but all I know is the only legacy voice actor that we all know will be in the game for sure is Kevin Conroy as Batman. But I did notice the guy who played Nightwing in Arkham Knight is also playing the Flash now. Obviously, my first pick would have been Michael Rosenbaum, but nonetheless, we keep it moving. Secondly, gameplay mechanics. So it's kind of clear to me that this game will be taking multiple pages from different games like Marvel's Avengers with the live service, which sounds great on paper, but a lot of games really have failed to execute it well, Gotham Knights being one of them. Sunset Drive with the traversal system, and honestly the way they structured the weapons and that whole system is clearly a nod to either like a Call of Duty type of game or Fortnite, because the way you can have like attachments and like different character inspired blueprints on your guns is kind of clear to me that they took some inspiration from Call of Duty and Fortnite. And from the recent footage we've been shown, it seems to also be taking a page from Marvel's Avengers and again Fortnite with the cosmetic system that they'll be implementing. And I'll be honest, I'm not really the biggest fan of any of this shit. Like I said, live service games are pretty hard to nail correctly these days, and the fact that you'll always need an online connection with this game, even if you're not playing with anyone, I think that's pretty lame. The weapon system seems promising, but almost like a distraction from the character's individual abilities, and the fucking battle pass, man. Like, yet another thing influenced by the evil that is the trend of putting a battle pass in your game thanks to games like Fortnite. No, thanks to only Fortnite. Because as far as I know, the first game with a battle pass that at least I played, I'm sure there were other games in the past before it, but the first game that I played that had a battle pass was really Fortnite. And I guess that shows my age or, my experience with games as a whole, but I'm just calling it how it is. And with Fortnite, like, I'll always have a soft spot in my heart, and I really could make a whole video about, how much that means to me. But, like I said, Fortnite I'll always have a place in my heart because of how much time I've put into that game and really all the friends that I've made along the way, in the almost 6 years it's been since the game sort of, became like real mainstream popular. But good God, it birthed one of the worst mottos any game studio could get inspired off of. And finally, the blaring inconsistencies that need to be addressed, seeing as though this is a direct continuation of the Arkham series. A lot of the crossover characters look quite a bit different, like Harley Quinn, but personally, I don't think she looks all that bad. And at least she's voiced by Tara Strong. But it's mainly Deadshot and how they changed the look of his character and how the fuck Batman is even around after the very ambiguous ending of Arkham Knight. And I'm just hoping that all of this shit will be explained in due time. But as a whole, and even more so as a community, we have some very high expectations for this game. But from what we've been shown so far, it has potential, that's for sure. You know, seeing as this is coming from the people who made some of our favorite games of all time, with some direct inspirations from the almost the dark side of modern gaming. For me at least, it has me a little worried. It has potential, but it has me just a little bit worried. And even beyond that, it has some pretty big shoes to fill. You know, while it's not a Batman game, there's a gigantic fan base that you have to pay respect to. And that is just some of the reasons why the lovely people at Rocksteady Games cannot fuck up Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. That just about wraps up the end of this video. Just a little message to the people that have recently subscribed to me. One, thank you very much. I really appreciate, you know, you showing love from the previous video. And just as a little message to anyone who's gonna subscribe from here on out, like, expect to see a lot of different types of videos from me. Like, I'm into a lot of things, and this is one problem that I'm definitely gonna face in the future with, you know, the future of this channel, because I like a lot of things. I talk about a lot of things, and I want to do a lot in this life, and I want to document a lot, and, you know, I want to share a lot. So, you know, if you're subscribing to me, I hope that you understand that, you know, you're not only subscribing for me, you're not only subscribing to me because, you know, you like one type of, you know, video from me, but you're subscribing because, you know, you just like me. You know, you're, you know, whether you're like-minded, you know, to me, or, you know, you're into the same, you know, interest that I have. I just hope that you're subscribing to, you know, my creativity as a whole. But if you're not, and you're just watching some of the videos, regardless, you know, that's time you could, you know, put into watching somebody else's videos, yet you know, chose to watch me. So regardless, thank you to all the new subscribers. That Kanye video, that definitely took a lot out of me. Yeah, man, like, just thank you for all the love. And you know, with this video and the videos going on in the future, the quality, I'm trying to just only go up, you know, only, you know, show progress. And yeah, man, that's what I want to do in the future. Like, eventually I'm probably gonna get a GoPro and start filming, like, whatever I can, like, in real life stuff, you know, once I eventually get a car to fucking make videos about. And yeah, just, you know, one thing I wanted to mention before, you know, leaving off this video, the little nods to, you know, the little props in the Suicide Squad trailer. Like, if you see here, you can see Nightwing's escrima sticks, like that's straight for the Arkham games. And then on the left, like, you can see Scarecrow's, like, Fear Toxin Gauntlet. Like, bro, like, it's little shit like that that really gets me hyped for this game. And obviously to show on the right, like, this Bat Drone Mark 1 grapple gun. Like, we never seen that, but, you know, I guess that was something that, you know, Batman was working on, like, you know, just that we didn't know about, I guess. I don't know. And then you know, this isn't the highest quality, you know, picture right here, but, You know, you can see maybe the Riddler's hat, maybe, and then a plant from Poison Ivy, I believe, and then some shit from Polka Dot Man. Yeah, like just all that, all those references and those nods to, you know, the game that we love, the games that bring us together. I really appreciate that. So yeah, man, I'm real hyped for this game. Like the title of this video implies, like they can't fuck it up. They just can't. They can't fuck it up. On not only my behalf, but like the behalf of other people, man. Like just they can't fuck it up. Please, like I'm begging you, bro. Rocksteady, please don't fuck this up. But nah, man. It's been fun making this video. You know, talking about my favorite game of all time, my favorite games of all time. Yeah, man. Like, in the future, I'm eventually gonna come out with a video that that really just further encapsulates. That's a word, right? Yeah, just further, you know, delves into, you know, my love for the Arkham games. You know, one of those like little retrospective videos. I'm gonna make one of those, and I'll make it like really good. And yeah, man, that's all from me. It's 4 o'clock in the morning right now, and I gotta go to sleep. So I'll see y'all in the next one. If you stayed this far and you've listened to all my bullshit, thank you. No, pat yourself on the back. Once again, like I said in the past video, pat yourself on the back, because I know I do listen to my I do watch my videos sometimes, but you know, watching a random motherfucker on the internet just, you know, ramble about shit, you know, not making sense of anything, you know, who would want to watch that? I don't know. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.